Isabelle Morton here. Today I'd like to show you some very special and unique healing gemstones. All of the necklaces I'm going to show you are already formulas that are in our collection. But what I'm going to show you is some very interesting and beautiful and special variations in color and quality. Okay, let's start with lilac quartz. This is our 8mm lilac quartz that we have combined with amethyst and clear topaz to form the formula called lightning. And here is a very special piece that we found in Tucson. This is absolutely stunning, as you can see. The size, the clarity, the sparkle, the brightness. I hope you can see that in the light, how well these gemstones pick up the light and reflect it back. The incandescence on these stones is truly extraordinary. I thought the 8mm was big, but then when we saw this one, it was like, wow, that's just so amazing. So you would wear the lightning formula when you wanted to bring forward and become more aware of your latent extrasensory abilities. And those are going to be different for everyone. Everyone does have gifts and talents beyond the five senses. And it's just a matter of how do you access your intuition. And this particular formula will help you to do that. And a close-up of our lilac quartz. This is our search and rescue design. It has predominantly light green aventurine with aquamarine and amethyst. This is unique because it's a 10mm. All of our other necklaces are 8mm. I'd also like to show you a special variation of our search and rescue. This one has a pair of much larger aquamarine. We feel that this extra mass of aquamarine, even though this is a semi-precious aquamarine versus the precious aquamarine in this particular necklace, because of the extra mass, it will help you become more aware of the causative factors of an issue or condition, which is what this necklace is meant to help you find. The light green aventurine is very good at locating areas of low vibratory rate, whether in your body or in your aura. So, two special light green aventurine necklaces. They're both 10mm with 6mm amethyst, but the aquamarine, big difference. We only have one of a kind of each. Next, I'd like to show you lapis. Now, I was just craving lapis at the gem show. Wherever I saw it, I was attracted to it. But I was very particular about what I actually bought. This one here has a beautiful, beautiful color. Look at that bright royal blue. That is just the quintessential lapis color. This color here is a little bit darker. It's still actually quite bright. But what's amazing about this piece here is the amount of pyrite in every single bead. Every single sphere in this necklace is just loaded with pyrite. Here's a close-up of the lapis. Can you see all the pyrite in that 8mm one? That is just amazing. I was so excited when I found this strand. See that beautiful color? We add pyrite to the necklace to enhance the, you might say, the electrical transfer of information between heart, mind, and body, which is what the lapis helps connect. Well, when the pyrite is already in the gemstone, the ability of the necklace to support connecting your heart, mind, and body is so much more effective. There is some pyrite also in the large one, not as much, of course, as in this very special 8mm piece, but in this 10mm, you have the very bright blue of lapis. This bright blue just feels so nourishing. I just want to soak it in like a sponge. Extraordinary color. And what a friend either of these necklaces can be if you're on the journey of trying to unite your heart and mind and to understand better how your heart can listen to your mind and how your mind can listen to your heart. I'd also like to show you some RHYOLITE that we found in Tucson, and this is extraordinary RHYOLITE. It's just so beautiful. Of course, as always, we got many strands of the material, and we had to hand pick every single bead that went into this necklace. As a result, the final product is extraordinary. Bright colors, we have good contrast between each color in each bead. There's the gray moonstone. And here's a close-up of the RHYOLITE gray moonstone. This is a very rich green color. Many variations of the color green. RHYOLITE gray moonstone is vitalizing for the eliminatory system. An excellent tool to use to help you let go or to strengthen your ability to naturally process and release unwanted energies. Okay, for the first time we have OPALITE golden beryl bracelets. So I thought I would give a shout out to these. And here's the bracelet. OPALITE golden beryl has an affinity with the causal aspect of yourself, which represents your timeline. So if you are working with issues from the past or even fears about the future and how to put all of these into perspective for yourself, even just the simple support of a bracelet can be enough to give you just a little extra nourishment. Of course, we also have these in necklace form, which would be a more ideal option. But some people just like the bracelets, and that's perfectly fine. You go with the amount of mass that is right for you. Some people like a greater amount of mass, and so the necklaces work for them. Some people just like a smaller amount of mass, and so the bracelets work for them. We were also able to locate some more poppy jasper, and again we had so many strands. We had dozens of strands of the poppy and hand-picked these beads. Every single bead has the 3 colors necessary for a gemstone to be considered poppy jasper: the red, the white, and the black. So if you're looking to pick up a poppy jasper, this would be an excellent choice. If you also like a daintier necklace, one that is a lighter weight, the poppy jasper energy is something that helps to revitalize our own energies, giving us extra sense of get up and go, a sense of motivation, and is very warming and energizing. All right, really special here. We made up an opal aquamarine necklace. This is Australian opal, and what is extraordinary about this is that however you have the light, the opal is going to turn a different color. It's truly amazing. From one perspective, it looks like it's like a slight blue-grayish, I think that's the perspective that you're seeing now. But if I change the light source, can you see how those opals almost turn like this beautiful orangey color? I'm not sure if you can see that, but in sunlight, it's quite profound. Opal aquamarine is a tool that you would use if you're trying to break free from limiting mental constructs. It's as though your mind has its grip on you and just won't let go. If you have problems to solve, especially problems such that the mind will be your best tool for solving those problems, your analytical, your mental abilities, but you just can't seem to get yourself out of the box, opal aquamarine would be the gemstones to help you do that. Opal aquamarine can also be very supportive in helping you to accept new ideas, new ways of looking at things, new perspectives, or even perhaps somebody else's perspective if you're trying to heal a relationship with someone that thinks very differently than you do. Here's the opal aquamarine. It looks like from your perspective you're seeing this opal as a blue-grayish, and because of the way the light is situated, from my perspective I'm seeing it as a golden yellow. But that's the nature of this particular Australian opal. So this particular opal, only some of the beads have a really nice play of color. Most of them do not have a play of color, which allows us to offer this necklace at a very reasonable price. We wanted to let everyone know that we also have more cherry blossom morganite back in stock. Morganite and white beryl and rhodonite comprise our HEARTSONG formula, and these are like vitamins for your emotional body. The morganite is particularly nourishing for your emotions, helping you to become more comfortable with your emotions, more certain of how you feel, and better able to express your emotions more clearly. And a well-nourished emotional body can also let go emotions more readily and easily. So if one day you may have felt anger that was maybe better described as rage, when your emotional body is well nourished, you have complete control of that anger, and it is less intense, and it may also pass a lot more quickly. I hope you can see that delicious pink color. Alright, I also want to show you another new addition to our collection. This is a necklace of pink sapphire with white beryl. Now, pink sapphire also works with the emotional body, and what it does is that it provides structure. So if you have difficulty in upholding a positive attitude or an optimistic point of view, because instantly and all too fast it just seems to crash down on you, and you move into feelings of sadness, and just like the weight of the world is just way too heavy for your shoulders, and then it takes forever to climb out of that hole, and you do your best to feel positive again, and then all of a sudden you collapse one more time. So wearing the pink sapphire is going to strengthen your energetic structure so that those collapses don't happen as often, and when they do happen, they won't be as deep and complete. So over time, as you wear this necklace, those collapses should happen less and less, and you would eventually be free of them. The white beryl at the same time is feeding your body with the white light, is very purifying and cleansing, and it's going to help you to maintain that positive, optimistic viewpoint. So a lovely combination. Here's a close-up of the pink sapphire. This is very nice quality pink sapphire. The color is ideal. The clarity we would consider 3A. There are some colorless inclusions. But look how big these beads are. It seems that every year we're able to find enough of a material that we call mother opal to make a mother opal necklace. And this is our design for 2017. We graduated all the different colors of the mother opal that we could find and paired them with golden beryl, and then within the golden beryl we have two mother opals that are a little bit larger, and they have play of color that is truly astounding. The colors have blues and reds and greens, just really special. Every bead has matrix with opal within it. Every single bead is completely unique. Some of the opal is clear. There's a few in the front that have a little bit of a reddish cast to them. Oh, there's one here that's almost completely opal. Very little matrix at all. And ooh, look at that one. That one's like colorful confetti, if you can see that. That's just so amazing. Every one of these beads has an adventure, or is an adventure waiting. The ones in the back, these have a little bit more of a grayish matrix. And the one on the end here is really beautiful. It's like powder blue opal with the colors, the play of color, the flash of greens and blues. Let's see. Very similar one on the other bead that's right next to the clasp. Ooh, look at that one. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. What the gemstones in this necklace help you to do is to reconcile your relationship with, you might say, that which holds you. The opal is held by its matrix. You were held in your mother's womb before you were born. You were held by your mother's love, or should have been, throughout your life. And if you were, and if you weren't, wearing this necklace is going to deepen your understanding of what your particular relationship with your mother is. You're also held by your life. You're held by your karma. You're held by your past. Well, how affected are we really by our past? How can we be free of it? How can we reframe it so that we can be free? These are all questions that the Mother Opal helps us to answer, helps us to find our own truth. And you can take any one of these opal, Mother Opal beads and single it out and look into it, and kind of in a dreamy contemplative space, take a mental picture of what the opal looks like. Close your eyes and see it, or just keep your eyes open and gaze through the opal into the back of the matrix, and just let your mind wander on the relationship that you want to work on and see what insights come to mind. Each of these beads can take you on an imaginative journey into a greater understanding of yourself and your relationships.